Here we are. And if you look, come to think of it, well, I got to look at this myself. Wow.
Join the savage tribe. New takes weekly, unfiltered and raw. Isaac's voice, the memer's law.
The golden age of America begins right now.
Howdy, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Golden Age podcast. I am joined by, as always, Cole Hauser. Good to see you, man. Thank you for joining us. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Just been in the cold neck of the woods of Canada, but hopefully we'll be out of it soon. But I'm doing well. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, well, glad you are surviving up there in the sub-zero temps. Pretty rough stuff, but good to have you on. Magnum Norse returning to the channel. As always, good to have you on, man. How you doing?
Great. I had an amazing day today. I shot my first suppressor for the first time, and then
Based.
gave the finger to some BLM protesters on the way home. So it was awesome. Love it.
Pretty based. Dude, we are honored to have you on the stream then, in that case, especially, because that's a American as hell day you had right there. So good stuff. Ronan, good to have you back on. You haven't been deported yet, though. I keep calling. They're not showing up. They're lacking. How you doing?
Well, that increase in ICE calls last night, you still can't find me. All I can say, hello, everybody. Y'all know who I am. I'm Ronan the Crusader.
Ronan, good to have you on, man. So, Vatla, again, as always, good to have you on. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for having me on. Thank you to the audience for being here. You could be a lot of places watching a lot of different things, but you're watching us, and thank you for it. And that, in the business, is what we call foreshadowing for something later.
100%. 100%. And as you said, we're starting a little late. It is Black History Month, so we're starting appropriately timed. Lex, as always, how you doing, man? Thank you for joining us.
I'm here. I'm alive. I'm grateful. And I'm ready to make fun of people on the internet and talk about a really cool upcoming comic later on. Also, I just got to say that it 100% looks like Ronan's got cat ears with the way that his background works, and it's making me laugh the entire time.
It does.
There we go.
Kind of sus. Kind of sus. Cornboy and Xwing, before we get to you, I just want to give a big shout out to Raider for the 10 gifted subs on Kick for $50. Raider helping us keep the lights on, man. God bless. Thank you so much, Raider. We're going to circle back and catch up with you again on the end. I'm going to star that message, actually, and catch up. Thank you, Raider. As always, really appreciate you. Who else we also appreciate is Cornboy joining us on the panel, as always. Good to have you back on, brother. How you doing?
Oh, excellent. I'm glad to be here. Had a great weekend, and I'm looking forward to talking to the man himself, Xwing.
Indeed, and the man, the myth, the legend, our guest for tonight, Xwing. Thank you for joining us. How are you doing, man? Good to have you on.
What's going on? Yeah, dude, I'll start a freaking panel here, man. I used to like Cornboy, and then we started playing Mario Kart together.
Yeah. You know what? You mentioned that. We're going to have to pull up that short you uploaded at the end of the stream, Cornboy. We're going to have to because, Mike, especially Mike Beardo, they get a little vocal
They get a little
about their
heated, yeah.
distress from Cornboy. Yeah,
It's
I think
loud.
it's justified. I
Yeah.
played Halo with this guy. He makes me say a lot of slurs. It's pretty
Yeah.
bad. But
Yes,
we're gonna
makes
check in
you.
with the chat real quick. Vagabond in the chat, good to see you, man. Thank you for being here. We got K Jelly, otherwise known as Chell. Good to see you. We got John Ambler, and we got Cornboy in the chat. Dropping that link, guys. Make sure you check out that book too. Ordered mine. Can't wait to get it. We're gonna be talking about that a little further down the show. We got AP in the chat. We got Legatus modding. Awesome. We appreciate you, man. Good to see everybody. So, first things first, this one's a little relevant to you, Xwing. Actually, this was shared to us via Iron Oxide. We all know Iron. Been a guest on the channel before. And could you explain this? What was going on last night, Xwing? Because he's saying here Xwing had a big night
Hey.
last night at the Super Bowl.
Times are tough right now, and I'm taking work where I can get it. Okay.
You know what? I can't judge. $20 is $20.
And I'll be honest with you, I didn't learn Spanish beforehand. That's why nobody could understand what I was saying. But I tried to get it. I tried to get it close. You know what I mean?
It's true.
I
No,
speak
we
almost
appreciate
fluent
A for effort.
Spanish, and even then, I still couldn't hear a damn thing, man.
Yeah.
You got to bump that training.
I mean, it was the point. Yeah, I just kind of made it approximate Spanish.
Well, it doesn't help when the mic is halfway down his throat too.
Yeah.
So it doesn't help.
But I mean, I look good. That's the important part.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, you got style. Can't complain.
Yeah, do
I
not Google
unfortunately
Bad
saw the
Bunny X.
lyrics to what was being said, and I was just like,
We-
"Wow!"
We may not even pull that up. It was pretty vulgar.
No, don't
Pretty
even
vulgar
bother pulling it
stuff.
up. Don't look it up if you're in the chat. Don't do it. It's bad. It's not family friendly, and it was on national
Not
TV.
at all.
Avert
Yep.
your eyes.
Disgusting stuff. So shame on him. We're going to get more into that in a bit. We have a few articles pulled up, but first, a few funny memes. Start off the show a little easy, ease people in. Older clip, but it still checks out. At a, shall we say, Rainbow Mafia event,
Ooh.
this gentleman shows up and interviews a very liberal lady who did not like the line of questioning here. Let's check it out.
Beautiful trans woman out here. Tell us about your
Got that on
transition.
your
How it
desk?
went?
Can I hold this, please?
No.
So I have a question for you. Why are you asking me those questions?
Like we're
Okay?
interviewing like trans women and stuff like that.
I'm not a trans woman. I'm a.
Oh no, we're fully supportive. Do you want to talk about sort of transitioning or anything like that, or like what people
I
can?
never transitioned because I was born a woman.
No, of course you're a woman. Of course.
So does it make a trans woman any less of a woman?
No, you are 100% a woman.
I'm not a trans woman.
Is there another definition that people like to use, or
You thought I was a man?
beautiful trans woman?
he knows what he's doing. He knows
Yeah,
what he's doing.
he does. He does.
Oh,
Beautiful line of
you know your own
questioning right
game,
there.
dude.
Oh yes, they can't live up to their own false standards. whatsoever.
Meme them till they cry, and then meme about them crying. That's
and then
what
me
they
them
do.
crying.
Yes,
Yeah.
the great Sun Tzu quote.
Yes.
It's hard to fold
Now
someone
this
into a
one's-
pretzel, and they're already in a pretzel. You know.
Yeah. This one's for you, Cole Hauser. You're the Optimus Prime expert around here, so we got to get your first opinion on this. Can't play the footage, very copyrighted music, but it's a screenshot of a meme. So I'm gonna read it. Optimus Prime comes to America, immediately learns English, paints himself red, white, and blue, joins the military, remorselessly slaughters his own people when they begin to cause trouble.
Patriot.
What say you, Cole Hauser? Forget about the fact that it's a live action movie. Forget about that.
I think everyone knows my point of view on the live action movie.
Yes. Yeah.
Doesn't happen.
Yeah. I'm just saying, in general, is he a all right example of someone who's
Yeah, I mean, it
coming-
happened the same way in the cartoon as well. So
Yeah, that's who he is. He's, his motto is freedom is a right of every sentient being. But in battle, in warfare, he has to take the battle to where everything goes. Now, mind you, in the cartoon, he did protect as many humans as possible, because that's what he does. But things happen behind screens and stuff like that, but that's just the way Optimus Prime is.
Yep.
And you got to remember too, what people don't understand about Optimus Prime is Americana.
Exactly right.
Mhm.
He's
So
a
he was
he's
designed
an
to-
old school semi pickup truck. Yep.
Yeah, not only is the Autobots, even in the cartoon, they're living in the United States, but they they give the U.S. military tech.
Yes.
They join forces with the U.S. military to help them. later on with the Earth Defense Command and stuff like that. So
100%.
who are part with the GI Joe. So
100%. Yeah, so it's just I had to show that because I think it's just a great point. Someone who comes from afar and decides to be a benefit and serve and help the country and not be a leech.
Well, and then I can go back to you can go back to this because actually I posted this on my X the other day because the Autobots did crash on Earth 4 million years ago. So they're technically,
So wait a minute, are you saying they're the real
they were
Native
here
Americans?
first.
Yeah.
They're the real Native Americans. Are we on
stole their
stolen
land.
Autobot land? Natives stole their land.
Pretty much because they landed here first before the dinosaurs too.
That tracks. What's Sal saying about this? The thing I liked about the first LA Transformers is they have a buffalo in it, so it made it easier. I don't know what is that, Cole?
What?
What's LA?
Live action.
Live action.
Live action.
Yeah, I think they mean
A buffalo.
a buffalo, though.
I don't
There
know.
was no.
That was Los Angeles Transformers, and I was thinking something.
That's what I
totally
thought.
Yeah.
Los Angeles
Los
has
Angeles.
trams.
I was
Yes.
thinking is that a new California sports team?
I don't want to know what they're doing with the buffalo, bro.
San Francisco. Couple more memes before we get into the more serious stuff. So, great meme. When bro meets his Latina girlfriend's dad, but forgets to change his ringtone. So, what is the ringtone? Some of you may be asking. Gotta love it. Yeah, great first impressions. You love to see it. Love to see it. I thought of you, Ronan, when that played too, by the way. So.
That's
Oh
But-
man.
Yeah,
Well,
pretty
here's
good
the thing.
stuff.
Ronan is probably saying, "Where do I get that ringtone?"
True.
Exactly.
100%. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too. That'd be not too bad. Wouldn't complain. Had to show this too. We've all seen the original, but in light of the Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show, I think it's a little more relevant. So this is the South Park famous Scanning
Yes.
for Mexicans clip. Let's check it out.
Beep, beep, beep.
Scanning for Mexicans. We've got a Mexican.
Perfection. Straight up
Great.
perfection.
Puerto Rican.
And even though people are saying, oh, he's Puerto Rican, he's an American citizen, well, speak English, Mr. American citizen. But we shall be getting into that as well. What do you guys think? Anyone here? Just may as well ask around the horn. I did not watch that halftime show. I watched Turning Point USA's All-American halftime show. Anyone watch that last night?
I watched both. Yeah.
You watched both? Yeah.
Yeah, you had to compare and contrast to get a
Yep.
good
I
idea of
didn't
what.
know that TPUSA was having the All American halftime show. Because again, like I said, on the GCA Discord, we were watching the game. But yeah, that halftime show with Bad Bunny, I was just bored out of my friggin' mind. Like half the time, I was actually, you know what? That was around the time I started playing Helldivers instead, and just started just tuning that shit
Right.
out. I didn't really care
Right.
about it at all, dude.
Yep. Yeah, I did not feel the need to watch the Bad Bunny thing. Lex, what were you going to say?
I participated in my favorite Super Bowl tradition of having a friend over, ordering some pizza, and then proceeding to watch not the Super Bowl.
Nice.
I actually
right,
did
all
not.
right.
I like that tradition.
Until today, I didn't even know which teams were in the Super Bowl. And it
Yeah,
took a while. 'Cause people
ironically,
just-
one of my home area teams was in it, and I didn't know. So
Yeah, the students came in and they were talking about it, and I was like, "Oh, did that happen yesterday?" And they're like, "Yeah." It's like, oh.
could
I
have
stopped
fooled
watching
me.
all major sports after 2020. They pretty much screwed the pooch there for me.
They did when they went woke, which was a while back with the Colin Kaepernick and all the other stuff.
Oh god, that pisses me off
Yeah.
to no end.
Yeah,
Painting the
There
end
was-
zone like
Yeah.
we were always going to be racist until they painted the end zone. Black
of
Lives
course.
Matter,
Yeah.
and then I changed my mind.
I was going to say there was a show on last night that was probably a better watch than what the Super Bowl game was. Just saying.
100%, 100%.
Yeah.
We're gonna be watching this real quick. Cole Hauser, I think you're the one that sent me this. This
Yeah.
is a U.S. grandmother going viral after her hilarious reaction to Bad Bunny's cringeworthy halftime show. So let's check this out. Based grandma right here, not playing around with the nonsense. Let's check it out.
mean, like, who is this man? Golly. He can't sing. I mean, like, what is this?
We all thought.
This is ridiculous.
This is already
They
more
got the
the
American
halftime show
flag
than
and
I
all
actually
these
have seen.
other flags.
All the foreign flags.
And yeah, God bless you too. Get off the stage, please. Get off the stage.
Great base,
I
Grandma.
like
Ow.
it.
Put the game back
Granny ain't
on.
having it.
I can't stand this.
Grandmas, they tell it like it is because they ain't got
Tell
time
me
for that
that.
shit.
Yeah, they
Yep.
give a shit.
I only got so much time
what
left, man.
in the world is all this foolishness?
That is an old-timey word.
Thank you.
Foolish.
Get off the stage, please. Jesus.
Tomfoolery. But yeah, you love to see it. Grandma ain't messing around.
And see, and this is the false narratives that liberals basically and the progressive give, like, oh, you know, all blacks are for the Democrats. That is not true. They pick and choose. They get the Don Lemons out there and they said, no, go pick this guy, pick this guy, pick this guy, this girl, or whatever.
Exactly.
They don't go to the blue collar, you know, black workers who are actually working for a living to get ahead and get out
The
of
real taxpayers of the
to
people,
get out of the hood or whatever, to move somewhere better, to get some life. And this is what they forget. They figure, you know what, if we keep these blacks down, it's, you know, it's good for us, because they're never the Dems, they're never gonna help blacks out there. They never will.
They selected a Spanish-speaking halftime show on purpose because of what's going on right now. I guarantee that.
Yeah,
100%.
No doubt.
100%. And
I mean, like I saw on the meme with the billboard where it says, I think I'd rather watch 20 minutes of Tom Homan doing raids than that halftime show.
It was
I couldn't agree more.
I think it was like 20 minutes or 4 hours.
Either or. I'd watch 4 hours of it over the
I have to
halftime
hear
show.
Mexican rap music in my neighborhood all day long. Do you think I'm going to watch the Super Bowl if I got to hear it during the halftime show?
No. And Lex makes a good point.
Rare.
Except that did happen, Lex. That did happen, unfortunately.
Sorry, I didn't watch the show.
Yeah,
Well, actually,
I unfortunately
Magnum
saw that
Force-
clip in my timeline. It did happen.
Yeah.
Not to get a buzzer beater in here late. Have you heard of a website by chance called peaceandquiet.com?
Yes, we reviewed that
yes.
last week. It showed us little
Covered it
dots
last
on the
week.
map of diversity quotas. Good for
Oh my
real
god,
estate.
that's hilarious.
Yes,
Yeah.
next time you want to move, you got to check out that map. So
Shows
have
you
your
how many
peace and quiet.
KFCs, Waffle Houses,
How many
Section 8.
Popeyes there are?
Yes.
Where the
Yeah, I
Section
think-
8 housing is. Yeah.
We got
How many-
Bojangles out here, man.
How many
Yeah, I think Xwing, you and Beardo and you guys showed that on Bro Science, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah?
Okay.
Oh.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, peace and quiet. Maybe it might have been. I was gone. I was in Las Vegas
That's,
last
yeah,
week.
that's right. You weren't there.
Yeah.
Dude, I absolutely love Bojangles, but I cannot go there because of the service. It is just so bad.
Well, when you say service, we know what you mean. We know what you mean. Got to show a couple more things.
That service.
Elmo, of all people,
Oh,
chimed
God.
in. Is Elmo even a
know.
people? I don't know. So Elmo, the official account on X, tuned
Which
into
is-
this, and
which is
the
never
response
been
It was
bad.
based for a little for a
Racist
short period of time
Never.
there.
Elmo was based for a little bit. I like
Yep.
the based Elmo. So Elmo on X says that Bad Bunny, or no, he says that Bunny. He hasn't said bad. That Bunny was amazing. Elmo thinks he should be called Good Bunny. Elmo loves you, Mr. Good Bunny. All right, so forget about this. The response to this was what I love. So
Yeah,
Oh,
this
God.
is-
gotta love it. Perfect response to not based though.
burned at the
So-
stake.
Be funnier
Yeah.
if he had a spray can or something.
Yeah.
The best one when they tie him up to a battery.
Oh, I think I've
Funny,
seen
like,
that one before. Yeah.
I gotta see that one.
Overvolt him. Yeah.
I like the point blank revolver to the head one where it's just like full decapitation.
Yeah, I love that one too.
You know what?
Yes.
that
Oh,
kinda-
also
Of
Alex,
an
now
Elmo
Mott.
thing, YouTube, of an Elmo doll.
that actually reminds me of the Barney one. Somebody did the same thing. They tied Barney to a post. He's like, Barney's about to go meet his maker. Dude's carrying a full 44. He's like, die,
Yes.
you commie fucker.
I love it. I wish we could show that on stream, but we can't. Just want to say, Vagabond in the chat makes a phenomenal point. Phenomenal point. Black folks are the worst fast food workers. I need white folks behind the counter. From one of
Wow.
our base black friends, Vagabond. You love to see it.
Dude, here's my
Love to see it. And also-
impersonation. My impersonation. The window opens and it's just like they look at you. I'm like, are you gonna say something?
Yep. Exactly right.
That's what it is.
And I just want to show too, and then we're going to get into the statistics of last night's shows. Turning Point did a pretty good job, but Captive Dreamer said, and I fully agree, the 30 seconds he caught of the Super Bowl halftime show were the greatest advertisement for ICE and mass deportations I've ever seen. Couldn't agree more.
I understand. So, like, I get it if the guy is super famous, like worldwide, right? He's just not all that big in the States.
Apparently.
So I get that, like, some people like it and some people like that kind of music. That's totally fine. But the fact that you have like Pierce Morgan going on Twitter and saying it was phenomenal, it was the best Super Bowl show we've ever had. No, it wasn't, dude.
No, it was
you
not.
had people running around as bushes. Nobody in the stands could see anything. It was just odd to me that like they really chose to pander to the TV commercial, and the people that paid thousands of dollars to go to the Super Bowl got bushes. That's all they could see.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I've seen
remember,
plenty of clips from people on Twitter or whatever showing that nobody in the crowd was having it. They were not happy.
No, it was
Not
getting to a
whatsoever.
point. There was one video. There was one lady that was actually watching the All-American halftime show while she was there at the Super Bowl. She had her headphones on, and it was playing and everything. But but to your point, Xwing, though, like for as much based moments as Piers Morgan can have, most of the time he's just kind of a shit lib.
Yeah.
Like, especially with a lot of the statements he recently
He
made.
goes where the wind blows. Yeah.
Exactly. That's
Unfortunately.
what it
Well,
is.
did you see Megyn Kelly destroying
I was
Piers
just
Morgan?
gonna bring that up. Yes, I watched that on
She-
Jeremy's stream earlier.
Yeah, she ripped him a new
She
hole.
has been much more based lately. I followed her again. Megyn Kelly's been pretty cool lately. You
Yeah,
look
and
at
she
it.
didn't
Over
hold
the
back.
Bad Bunny thing or what?
Yeah, it was about the whole Bad Bunny thing.
Yeah.
She did not hold back. Like even Jeremy was like, "Oh my god!" Jeremy was shocked.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she
Where's this
cursed
coming
on Crowder at one time. I was like, oh,
All
Yeah.
right.
She's
And, like, she-
not holding back.
potty mouth.
Yeah, she went like full, like, this is America. This is not, this is not like Muslim or Spanish or
Latino
this or
country,
that.
yeah, all that stuff.
This is football. It's America's game. Like she went totally based.
And Pierce
And English
tried
is our
to
national
do,
language too, by the way.
I was just
now,
gonna say, Pierce
so-
tried to do the gotcha of like, oh,
Yeah.
when was English made the official language? Didn't Trump do it in 2025 March? Didn't
He
he
did.
under an
Last year,
executive
yes.
order?
I
He
didn't
made
know that.
English the national language.
Yeah.
Signed it into law last year. The English is our language in America.
Well,
Yes,
there
the
you go.
United States.
What language are they teaching in school for how many years?
Yeah.
Don't give me this
Yeah.
shit that English ain't the language. In 95% of the fucking schools in this country, you learn English for at least 6 years. Fuck
every
off.
single
man.
every
Well,
single
they'll
European that came here was forced to learn English. So
They'll argue
yes.
the
Right.
that shit.
they'll argue the ESL programs. Believe me, I know, because in the primary Hispanic community that I happen to live in, that's one of the big things is they constantly push ESL because unfortunately, a lot of the kids that go to our schools don't really speak English as a first language. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
It's a shame.
especially because of the last 4 years when they just brought them in and said, you have to teach these kids, all of them.
Yeah.
Yep, it's a shame. But thankfully, there are alternative options. We're going to pull this up. Turning Point USA, which, as we all know, no longer under the leadership of Charlie. It's under new leadership since his assassination. And initially, a lot of us we talked about here on the show, we were like, is Turning Point going to hold out? How are they going to do without Charlie's leadership? Rest in peace, Charlie, obviously. He's with the Lord, and we pray the best for everyone in his family and friends that are left behind. But they absolutely dominated last night. Over 6 million views live and over 20 million total on the All-American halftime show. So this is from geeksandgamers.com, one of the best websites for this stuff. Obviously, we all respect and love it. So this is written by Marvin Montanaro. Turning Point USA All-American halftime show holds at least 6 million.
So that's
people
the
away.
Marvin I've been making angry on.
I was
Okay.
about to ask.
Yep, that is Marv.
All right, you connected it now, Cornboy. Yep. So we'll be watching
Interesting.
that live
too many
too. when you
turtle
stream
shells
that.
his way, or what?
So they were saying, what I was watching on Jeremy's stream today on Cobracast, they were saying that this is the second largest YouTube consecutive stream like
It
ever.
is. Ever
Yeah,
really?
on the platform's history in over 20
Yeah.
years. Yeah. So
I
you'll
think
love
it
to
was
see
only beaten by the Indian moon landing
Yeah.
a few years ago.
Yeah.
That was it.
Go
think you're right.
figure. India has a lot of people watching their moon landing. Who would have guessed?
Ironically, yes. Shocker.
Sure.
Shocker.
That one was
Yeah.
definitely
Don't redeem
fake.
They only
wasn't,
needed 0.01% of India to watch it to take the title. I mean, geez.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. They have internet in street
Then they
sewers?
sent
I didn't
some
know that.
moon rocks back home as remittance.
Yeah. But we're not going to play it because there is copyright music in a lot of stuff. But Kid Rock and a lot of other people, country people, sang in it. The alternative halftime show experiment, which that's what it was. It was an experiment. First time ever. Nothing like this has been done before. Launched by TPUSA on Super Bowl Sunday. Didn't just make noise. It pulled a massive audience. So
Was that Jason Aldean, or was that somebody singing Jason Aldean stuff?
I
Said
really
Brantley
don't
Gilbert, Lee
think it
Bryce,
was
and
him.
Gabby Barrett.
We would have heard if he was there because he's bigger than all of them, right?
Yeah, I don't think it was him. I don't think it was. Let's see. It may say on here.
Although that-
Yeah,
Try
there's
that,
actually a
it was
lot of
not
people I
bad.
did not recognize, believe it or not. Obviously, we know Kid Rock, but let's see. Yeah, it's mostly all country. Yeah, and then, of course, there's Bad Bunny. Don't want to have to see that. Yeah, so not great, but here's the big part.
Yeah, it wasn't him.
It wasn't. Okay. Yeah, if it was him, I'm sure we would have heard about that. That would be pretty big deal. But let's see. The total numbers. I just want to pull this up. Okay. Cumulative digital viewership passes 25 million. That's what I wanted to get to. 25 million in total. That's substantial. And that's pulling away from the woke-ass Super Bowl, too. So,
I mean, an additional,
let's see it.
15 to 20
Oh.
million watching it after it aired. So,
Yes. It's huge.
Must have got good, reviews for people to watch it after it was live.
Big time.
All I'm
Yeah.
saying, if I'm an advertiser who paid for spell and paid during halftime, I am furious with them today, and I'm wanting refunds.
100%.
Agreed.
$10 million for a 30-second advertisement. It's not worth it when you lose 6 million of your potential.
What, you didn't like
customer.
the AI extra chromosome tauntauns in that commercial? You didn't like that, Corn Boy?
It wasn't just
Wow.
6 million either. If you guys, I don't know if you guys heard about this too, but after Bad Bunny's performance, the Super Bowl actually lost an additional 1 million views.
Well, considering the
They
game,
never got those
the game
viewers
was
back.
pretty trash. Yeah, the game
Yeah.
was pretty trash
yeah.
to begin with.
Shit
It's
is
not-
boring. I hate
Yeah.
that
Full
show.
prop
I'm
bets
out.
on that.
Overall,
and
the
none
whole
of them
night
hit.
was basically a subpar performance. The music, the actual performance from the teams themselves, it was a terrible, boring night all around, basically.
Yeah, I'm not a big football person.
Yeah, and
but a lot
neither of the
people who are
teams
said
have
it was a boring
huge
game.
out of market followings, so you know it was a who cares Super Bowl as well.
Right.
True.
I mean, I'll say this
100%.
though. This is the only positive for me personally. I'm glad the Pats lost because the Pats are my brother's favorite team. I didn't care for the Seahawks to win. I just needed the Pats to lose, but that's
Yep.
about it.
Love the petty.
Personal pettiness. You love to see it, though. But you know what else is petty? And I'm really loving this. Bad Bunny wiped his Instagram account after Super Bowl backlash as
Oh,
TPUSA
no.
halftime
Please,
show
don't
audience
go.
surges. So check that out. 52.2 million followers on Instagram. And that little, you know what, decided to wipe his account. Just couldn't handle the criticism. Just couldn't handle it.
What a coward.
Oh no! Anyway,
100%.
After that show, probably
100%.
needs to wipe more than his account.
I think you're right. I think you're right. The fallout from the Super Bowl halftime show is continuing to escalate. It's now spilling over onto social media. And following his headline performance, global star Bad Bunny stunned fans by wiping his Instagram presence, deleting posts, clearing his grid, removing his profile content in a move that has fueled widespread speculation. So there it goes. 52.2 million followers, and it's just gone.
Is this the worst
Absolutely
halftime
wiped.
show ever?
I so
Oh,
care
no,
It
about
was the
that.
gayest halftime show ever.
You've seen
I would-
Perhaps gayest, but no, I was around for the James Brown one in the early 2000s. That
Oh,
one was
okay.
awful.
Okay.
Well, I have to
and
say,
hell,
Creed is my personal favorite. I love "Can You Take Me Higher." That's my
Yes.
personal favorite.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's about
No,
as good as it gets.
the
I
best
wish we
one
could
is
show that
Prince.
on stream.
Prince. I think it was Prince. Right?
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna have to
Prince-
go with
Somewhere.
Michael Jackson.
Prince-
myself.
I was just
Murdered
about
it.
to bring up
Michael
MJ too. Yeah,
Jackson's good,
MJ is
too.
probably one of the great ones.
I would
too.
say they were equal. I would say Prince and Michael
Prince
Jackson
and
were
Michael
equal because
Jackson, yep.
the fact that Prince
Yeah,
actually
top
did
of the
Purple
top.
Rain in the rain.
Yeah, but it's not just
yeah.
that, but how it happened, like
Yeah.
how he did it was like, damn.
Well, it's Cole Hauser giving the Trumpian answer of about equal.
Kind of
Probably equal.
Well, I'm from
I love them both. I love them both equally.
Yeah. Actually, President Trump commented on this. He said the Super Bowl halftime show is absolutely terrible, one of the worst ever. It makes no sense, is an affront to the greatness of America, and doesn't represent our standards of success, creativity, or excellence. Nobody understands a word this guy is saying. That's very true. And the dancing is disgusting,
even the
especially
Spanish
for
speakers.
young children that are watching from throughout the USA. And like you said, Ronan, you speak the language, and you couldn't even make out what the freak was saying, could you?
I hate
No,
reading
I
this.
could
I hate
not.
reading President Trump's tweets or messages. I hate it so much. It drives me crazy. He just randomly capitalizes things, puts commas where they don't need commas.
This grammar.
Like, every time I try and read one of them out loud, I just end up screaming at my screen, and I don't even disagree with him. I hate his style.
You know what the funniest thing is
just
too,
needs to
Lex,
hit
is
caps lock. That's
there's
all
a
he needs.
chances that it's not even Trump actually typing up the posts. I think he's having somebody
Yeah,
type
he's
out
dictating.
everything he's saying exactly how he's saying it.
Either that
Now
or it's
capitalize
Oh,
this
man.
word here and capitalize that one there.
Exactly.
But going back, did you see they showed Roger Goodell looking when they had the dancers grinding.
Oh,
And
I'm not going to
they-
show that. Yeah.
They had,
yeah.
but they had Roger Goodell look over, and it was like, what's going on here? He had that look.
Isn't he the
Yeah,
commissioner?
we're not going to
Yeah.
show it, but just
Yeah.
for the audience, that
He made
live,
it
I don't know
happen.
if you saw. There was
Yeah.
two.
Oh, no, I didn't.
two
I,
dudes
we were streaming
grinding
at the
it, yeah.
time. And I didn't. I
Two
wasn't
Look at
dudes
what
getting
you've
real
done,
visual.
Roger. Look at what you've done.
Yeah. Not good stuff. But TMZ actually, Jeremy showed this on Cobra Cast last night too. TMZ put up a poll on X,
Oh,
and
yes.
it did not go the way they thought it would. So,
Naturally.
who had the better halftime show, Bad Bunny or Kid Rock?
That's a lot of votes.
Oh, it broke the 1/3 mark, though.
Yeah, over 1/3 of a million votes. 64% said Kid Rock.
Is that still up, or did they take that down?
It's still up right now. This is. I just refreshed the page. It is
Oh,
live
man.
right now. Posted.
I mean, it's
actually
raised.
got-
It was only at 25% yesterday, so 10 more percent for Bad Bunny.
It's got 1 hour left on the poll. You can still go vote. So I would highly recommend it.
you mean
TMZ
they're
though.
not
yeah, swing it back for
fortifying?
Kid Rock.
Yes.
They're not.
So, but
They're
think
not
about it.
fortifying
I
this
mean,
one?
that's.
Gonna fortify the election.
Yeah, we're fortifying. We're gonna borrow a little pipes bursting in the basement. No big deal.
There's gonna be a one like 1 minute left, and then suddenly it flips.
100%.
Oh yeah, you'll get the Biden 19th hour.
Yeah, something Fulton
The
County.
3
something,
o'clock
something.
votes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But I just have to say, I love that this did not go the way they thought it would. TMZ, especially modern day TMZ, they are so crap, so woke, in my opinion. They've been so slanted and just, they're garbage.
And the head of
source
their company
information.
is a friend of a certain guy who didn't off
Certain
himself.
island owner. Certain island owner that may or may not be
that's-
alive. Yeah.
I will say this: I want to see the replies, and I 100% know that we cannot show them.
Yes. Yes. Well, it is X after all. Two more things on the halftime show, then we're going to move on. I wanted to show this. This was a bar owner was approached by an angry customer that was so upset at him playing the Turning Point USA halftime show. So the bar owner
Sure.
promptly responded by kicking him out and banning him from the premises. That is a proper response. Let's check it out. This is some wokey going to the bar, having a meltdown over absolutely nothing. Let's check it out.
I came here for the halftime show. The whole experience. Why aren't you playing
There's the bar
Bad
owner.
Bunny at the halftime show?
Because I put this halftime show on. Because
It's
it's
his
what
bar.
the majority. If you filming me, get that out of my
I'm
face.
filming you. Why are you doing that?
You can
Why
get out
didn't you
now.
play
Get
Bad
out,
Bunny?
because the
Well,
majority
I'm gonna
of my
pay.
customers-
Get out.
Hey,
I'm gonna
Luke,
pay first.
Luke, this is why.
I gotta pay
This is
first.
why I said no.
I gotta pay first. But I'm asking a
Good,
question.
go pay.
I'm not being violent. Yeah, I gotta pay first.
I'm just going to pause. First of all, that's private property. That's that guy's private premises. You're not on public property. If he tells you to get out and quit recording, you have no choice.
Get out
at
and
that
quit
point.
recording.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, because you don't want to mess around.
I shouldn't pay.
What's your
because
tab
I came here
under?
for the full experience.
What's your
I
tab
got
under?
experience.
Of which
The
show to
fullest
put
Super
on.
Bowl
Okay,
experience.
what's
Not got to do with anything.
All right?
Exactly right.
I came here for the full Super Bowl experience. Are you the bouncer? Are you the manager?
So we're just going to leave it there. But how pathetic is that? You know, you're going to a bar, they're playing the halftime show of their choice.
He
And
went there to
he'll-
cause trouble. That's all it was.
No doubt.
Yep.
He went
And
there to
and
cause-
I heard this from multiple posts on bar owners, polling their patrons who wanted to watch it, And
Yes.
most of them said like 70-80% wanted to watch the TPUSA. And whenever they played both, only the people who wanted to watch Bad Bunny were vocal and leaving bad reviews and bad tips and like that.
But
Yes,
but think about
shows
this
what
too.
type of people they are.
When you have
Yes.
a bar that's majority English, who's going to want to hear something in Spanish?
100%. Yeah, it's just like the audience at the Super Bowl, like we were saying.
Yeah.
Would want a refund in that situation. And, John in the chat, he nailed it. He should go to a gay bar for the full experience. More
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
I don't
probably
see
right
how
about
this,
that.
like, I didn't get the full experience. I'm not going to pay for the product I consumed and the service I got. Where the fuck is that entitlement from?
Hell yeah.
Where does that actually work at? Fucking
Nowhere.
communist la la land bullshit. Blow it out your ass.
It is. It is. 100%. 100%. So if anyone has any more thoughts on the halftime stuff, we are going to move on from that subject. But I just have to say, big congrats to Turning Point. They killed it with that. I really enjoyed watching it. I honestly, not the biggest Kid Rock fan, never have been. I think he's an all right guy. He makes some pretty all right music. I like some of his songs, but last night was phenomenal. Not going to pretend like it wasn't. It was
I'll tell you
patriotic.
something about Kid Rock, because not only doing the rap, but that guy can spin on 1200s like there's no
really?
tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Really?
like he can.
He's
he
a DJ.
Can,
Yep.
Yeah, as a DJ, that guy he has the skill. Because I
So
watched
he
some of
actually
this
is
stuff.
really musically inclined. He's
Oh
not
yeah,
just faking it.
oh yeah. When he's got when he's doing his mixing and spinning, oh my! Like
I think he
this
started
guy
as a
is good.
DJ.
Yeah,
I think that was his very first thing.
Do you know how he got his money for his first album? Because he funded it himself. And it is a very
Really?
peculiar way.
Okay.
And judging by the responses here, you don't know. This is going to show my age, unfortunately, but let's see. Cole Hauser, Xwing, Cornboy, you all will know what I mean when I say this. There used to be a service in magazines, which used to come in the mail to people's houses. It's weird. They were like miniature books. They had this, I think it was through Time, where you'd get like 9 CDs for like 99 cents.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
He did this.
Wow.
He would immediately CDs he got to a used record store, sell them, and he did this over and over and over to fund his first album. Studio time,
Really?
production
Okay.
cost, all of it.
Now that's an entrepreneur.
That is, yeah. He put in the work. You love to see it. That's he's a self-made man at that point. Then, so he's not just some industry plant like you get from a lot of people, and artificially built. That's good. I respect that, honestly. So it makes me like him even more. Like I said, I don't love all his songs, but last night was awesome. Yeah, and it sounds like he really earned it too. Wanted to show this. This was shared from Shad on X. Big fan of Shad. He posted feminism deleted and reset to factory settings after
they'll do
quote
it.
posting. Yeah, we all saw this. This went viral on X. This lady first time holding a baby. Now she wants 8. Let's check it out real quick. That's what happens. She's crying. Okay, so she's probably, not. We don't know anything about her, but more than likely, probably a little influenced by the feminist ideals a little bit, and
No.
Like most modern
Shocker.
women, yeah.
yeah, like most, and then it's almost like nature kicked in, and God's wiring, reset the factory settings. Like Shad said, feminism deleted, reset the factory settings. So you love to see it. That is good stuff. And I just want to show too. This is another white pill, big time Antifa guy, little punk got arrested.
Oh no.
This week, self-identified Antifa domestic terrorist in Minneapolis who conspired to threaten docs and kill ICE officers has
This
been
won't
arrested.
end well.
Yes, he is
I remember this
charged.
guy.
Yeah, this guy was crazy. He's also
God,
a
look-
cross-dressing troon too. by
God,
the
look
way.
how he shamelessly wears the fucking hoodie that says "I'm Antifa." Jesus.
They're looking for me. Better put on something inconspicuous.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, totally.
I'll
He's gotta
definitely
this
blend
is-
in the crowd in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
man.
right.
This
He
is the most
charged-
attention that thing has ever gotten in its life.
Yeah.
Not at
Oh,
the game.
he'll get some attention in prison.
Yeah, but the problem is he's gonna like it. That's the problem. He's
Ooh,
charged
yeah,
with
it's not
numerous
really that big of a
Federal
punishment.
crime.
Like that shiny white head, boy.
Needless to say, he's everything you thought he was. And the lawlessness, this is DHS posting this. They're saying the lawlessness in Minnesota is over in Minnesota. They need to crack down even harder, in my opinion. More of this. This needs to be this times 1,000.
That
So
should be Tim Waltz.
100%. Couldn't agree more. Fully agree on that. And yeah, speaking of the going back to the Kid Rock with the CDs, ABF makes a good point. Like building pipe shotguns and selling them to Chicago for their buyback program. Yeah, $20 in parts for $200 gift card. Yeah. So good stuff. Gonna be getting into that
Do
in a
not
second.
redeem.
Thank you, Naganol, for modding. Yeah, do not redeem. I just wanted to show this real quick, then we're going to talk about some Daughter's Revenge here in a sec.
Yeah.
We all know Dean Cain. Dean Cain, pretty based patriot. He is actually a official ICE agent. He is a law enforcement officer.
And a bro scientist.
Yeah. And a board member of the NRA.
He is. I didn't know that. Okay, so he is all around. Matthew Marsden came to his defense, backs Dean Cain over GalaxyCon exclusion. So if you guys don't know, GalaxyCon declined to have Dean Cain on. They reneged on this. And yeah, pretty bad stuff over politics. So they're having all the other Superman actors, Brandon Routh, Tom Welling, Tyler Hoechlin,
People
whatever.
you don't know.
Yes, and Dean Cain, arguably one of the best living Superman actors, one of my favorite, was disinvited. So the fallout surrounding Dean Cain's exclusion from GalaxyCon continues to escalate, and now a Hollywood actor, Matthew Marsden, is stepping in to defend him. So love to see it. There's so few based people in entertainment in Hollywood in general. Matthew Marsden, Dean Cain, but John Voight, a lot of others. You know, we can pull a few other names out of the hat.
Kelsey
not many,
Taylor,
though.
Taylor Kitsch, actually. Yeah.
All right, yeah. But so
Zach
few, but you
Levi.
love to see it. Zach Levi, 100%. Yeah, he's starting his own production company at this point.
Well, it
One more
was.
thing.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to go
No, go
because
ahead,
I
Colin.
remember when I first saw this because I actually liked his tweet and I said to Dean, I said, hey, listen, like you're welcome to come to MegaCon. You know, Gary's gonna be there, Drunk 3PO, Ryan, Jeremy, and he came back and he's like, he responded back, saying, good group of guys there, and that's how
That's awesome.
everything just started rolling because I caught this early, so and that's how everything just started rolling. So because once I tagged Jay and everybody. That's
Right, yeah.
where-
As we can see here, Jay got on top of this too.
Yeah.
Time to do our own thing. Yeah, you love to see it. So,
But,
you know, like
and
we said,
also, I think, Ronan, even Xwing, you guys remember happened last year at MegaCon when they cut him out of the photo with all the Superman.
Yeah, I do remember hearing about that. Yeah.
yes.
So
Yes, they cropped him right out. That was pretty crazy stuff.
That's the kind of petty I don't
Petty.
respect.
Yeah.
Yeah. All over politics too, because he supports national sovereignty. How crazy is that? But pretty crazy stuff. One more thing I wanted to show too. This is, I think, Cole Hauser. You know a thing or two about He-Man, especially. So, we talked about the pronouns on the nameplate on the desk the other week, and it has come out too. The director for the upcoming movie has declared that Skeletor is the embodiment of toxic
They just couldn't keep their-
masculinity. Cornboy, I think you cut out there for a second. You're a little underwater. But what do you guys think of this?
They just can't shut the fuck up for once. They just can't do
can't.
that.
They can't keep their foots out of their mouth.
because look, the trailer. I'm not like the biggest He-Man fan or anything like that. I grew up watching. I think it was the 2003 series, and then I retroactively watched like the older series as well, just every now and then because it seemed kind of interesting. But the trailer actually did seem like they were doing a good job adapting the source material. And yes, they had the little plaque with his pronouns and whatnot. Most people assumed it was just a little play on the fact that his heroic name is He-Man, so it's like him, man kind of thing. But the fact that they are coming out saying this kind of stuff, it's genuinely exhausting.
My perspective is that they're saying that Skeletor is the good guy.
That's kind of what we
They've been
thought.
saying that.
No, that's what we're thinking, because if they're saying he's
okay.
toxically masculine,
That's the one I'm
is he
rooting
the
for.
good guy?
Yeah.
There's no such thing as toxic masculinity. It's just
No, there's
masculinity.
not.
So
Right.
that's maybe that's a good thing. Maybe
you
what
go.
they're saying is a good thing.
Exactly.
I
Well,
would
from my
agree.
point of view, toxic
She-Man.
masculinity is born from born from single mothers and whatnot
Well,
that
like
don't get
male
real.
feminists.
Well,
Yeah.
if you guys remember when Jay was on the Golden Age like a couple weeks ago, he talked about how men have this like buildup of rage and anger within them, but we like true men find a way to be able to like control and temper that rage, use it at the right time, use it when it's absolutely necessary, use it when it's justified. That's what helps build a man. But I think
100%.
like to kind of add what Cornboy's saying, the type of toxic masculinity, if it does exist, would be the kind that's placating to a lot of these liberal sensibilities
and wife beaters, and people who abuse people like
well, at that point, it's not even masculinity. That's weakness. That's beta male.
There's nothing manly about
it's a
beating your wife or kids.
It's a weak and insecure perspective of masculinity, which yes, I don't think we would even call it that at that point. It's just a twisted kind of behavior.
Basically just lesbians. Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, lesbian behavior, which is not masculine actually, and they're trying to appropriate it to this the bad guy Skeletor. Oh, because he's bad, he's masculine, and what is I don't know. It just makes me concerned. We're not going to beat a dead horse on this.
He-Man's going to be gay or she-man or something.
I hope not.
Well, if I can just throw 2 examples there, like I think it was a Netflix. It was a Transformers series called Combiner Wars. So this was on Machinima or whatever a few years ago. They made basically combiners. They're basically 5 robots combined into one bigger robot. They put in a female character who can kick basically everyone's butt, and the series didn't even last long because everyone's like, okay, Netflix. And then back in the 90s, late 80s, early 90s, when they rebranded the G.I. Joe series, it was G.I. Joe, a real international hero. They got rid of the American hero.
Really? I was not ever aware of that.
Yeah, and they got so much flack that they had to go back to a real American hero. So
that is, I never knew about that. Wow.
How ashamed do you have to be of being American to try and do that? That's retarded, man.
That is,
man. That's. I think the best way I can equate to that's like Superman getting rid of truth, justice, and the American way. I mean, who the fuck would do that?
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
No, it's what they teach in the colleges, man. Like seriously, they're pumping out anti-Americans all over the place.
Yep.
100%. And I wanted to show this. This was surprising. We're all familiar on the topic of masculinity. Then we're going to get into Daughter's Revenge here in a sec. Bear Grylls, actually, Man vs. Wild. Forget about the controversies that may be around that show. I don't care. I actually kind of enjoyed a lot of it back in the day. But he's the OG. He did like the Survivor shows and stuff, and Bear Grylls. But he is a highly decorated UK veteran. People don't realize this. He posted this week. I followed him for this. This is pretty based. So, the greatest adventure, he says, I've ever been on isn't Everest or any jungle. It's been raising 3 boys with my wife. I'm sure some of you can relate to this. And he was posting a lot about his pride in his nation, in his service, and in his faith in God as well. So that's some pretty masculine stuff right there. And I respect it. What do you guys think? It's good to see someone of this level of fame talking about the things that matter. His wife, his kids.
If only they had more like him over there, they wouldn't be in the predicament that they're in right now.
It's pretty much just him and Amelia they got for Patriots over there. It's not many left, unfortunately.
We need more celebrations of fatherhood. That much is a guarantee.
Mm-hmm. We do. So, like I said, he earned a follow out of that. I respect that big time.
I feel like I have to give you the British greeting at this point. Salam alaikum.
I thought you were going to say cheerio, but no.
But how are we going to get the kids hooked on the government?
Isaac, that's the antiquated one.
That's the old one, the outdated. Yes.
But remember too, if you look back in the 50s, 60s, even into the 70s, when black fathers were at home, they were making part of the nuclear family, and look what happened once they started going Democrat. Started
100%.
going downhill.
Indeed.
100%. You replace dad with government.
Yeah.
That's what they did, and it's unfortunate to see, and it is not masculine, but to spotlight something that is, I think, very masculine. Let's talk about this. The main subject of tonight, Daughter's Revenge. We've had Eric on, the artist for this book. We've had Jay on, and now Xwing. We'd like to get your perspective because you are co-author of this book, and you did the swords. You handmade those swords. I have a few pictures of that we're gonna talk about as well.
Yeah.
But we would just like to ask you about your experience. Of course, a lot of us, I think, are nerds. We like good content. We have woke fatigue in media.
Oh, yeah.
What would you like to tell us about this upcoming project and anything else you'd like to share?
Oh God, where do I even start? Yeah, this is really what's the best way to say this? I think I'm so excited about this one because this is a story that I would want to read. You know what I mean? I wasn't like forced into a project where I felt like I didn't kind of associate with it, or I didn't have the right reasons for getting in and writing on it and stuff like that. Everything about it fired on all cylinders for me, and I think I don't know what it is about our little trio. When people ask about it, especially people who've been kind of in the space and done comics, they're surprised at how well the three of us were able to work together, and that there wasn't any friction or anything like that. No ego involved. So just from start to finish, it's been awesome. And beyond that, the amount of support that we've seen and the amount of people that are excited for it puts a lot of pressure on you. You're like,
I can imagine.
Man, I really hope they like this.
I can imagine, because you guys are at, I think, over 1,400 orders at this point, or just about near. So I am anxious. I got mine ordered. You know, like you said, a lot of pressure on you and you guys, the trio, because I've got my hopes up, and we are going to review it too on this stream. Looking forward to it greatly. And I just want to say, you know, not like a kissing up to you guys or anything, but really do appreciate it that you guys are putting out some good content, because even though we haven't read it yet, what you've shared with us about the character and the characters and the story arc in this book, it sounds based. And not to say politics has to be in everything. I know this isn't like a political thing, but it's nice to have something with just some good, like basic, decent storytelling principles, and you're not injecting a bunch of modern day, as we like to call it. It sounds like some pretty good stuff.
That's the great thing, is that there is no modern day. Why? Because it takes place in the fucking 1700s.
Exactly. Exactly right. Yes.
So there is no modern day. But yeah, for
Exactly
sure.
right.
And we did want it to be, you know, based probably isn't the right word, but I mean it is, you know, in the same token. But really,
based in reality, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean, we wanted to deal with themes like honor and redemption and loyalty and you know, things that you just don't really see much anymore, unfortunately, with the exception of the show with a big wiener in it. That's actually been pretty fun to watch. But
True.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms, yeah, that's what.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
I finally
is,
watched that this weekend,
phenomenal.
so I'm up to date, loving it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Loving it.
so
And
I think that's what it is. I hope people pop into it and enjoy it, so that we can do what we really want to do, which is to continue fleshing this out. It's supposed to be a trilogy, so like we've got a lot of story left to tell.
Nice.
We've got a lot of world left to go. We are just getting started, and so is Jonathan.
One of the things that Jay brought up, because when we asked him when he was on, because he talks about how, you know, he himself is a Christian, so he, you know, implements some of his faith into the book as well. I really wanted to like go into detail and like kind of ask him, in what manner do you actually like employ it? Just because you see with some of the things like pure flicks, shall we say, right, where they kind of like bash you over the head with it. They get a little preachy. And then of course on the opposite end of the spectrum, with like a lot of the modern day BS that we see, they get preachy on the opposite end of politics. Like, and I asked Jay, in what kind of like, I guess, subtle methods you guys put Christian concepts, shall we say, into Daughter's Revenge.
Yeah, so we didn't want to be preachy. That's the big thing. I mean, it is technically, as a Christian, it's what you're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to be preachy. You're supposed to go out there and preach. But this was more of, we wanted it to be more of an aspect of the character, less of an aspect of the book as a whole.
Okay.
So he himself, the way that he portrays his values, I guess, is the most important part. And it's, you know, sometimes it's something as small as the pirates are at the bar drinking, and he's like, yeah, I'm not drinking that. All the way up to he's about to go into battle and kill a buttload of people, and he's got to talk to God and be like, dude, forgive me for what I'm about to do right now.
It'd be super corny if he was like preaching to people, and then people would be like, oh yeah, for sure, dude.
So you just see it in his morals and his, you know, stances on things. Yeah.
So he actually is a
lives his
character who
life.
walks the walk and
Right.
doesn't just talk the talk.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
that is
And
based.
he's not telling other people like you shouldn't drink. That's not what he is right now. He's like, dude, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
No,
he does what he does.
He
and
leads
it's
by
based off of
example.
Christ or whatever.
Yeah.
He leads by example, and that's honestly like a far better a far better way of presenting the faith, if anything, because it, at least from my perspective, it kind of like plants those little seeds into like the reader's mind. It's not something that's really at the forefront of their minds, but it's there, and then it slowly but surely, you never know, possibly grows.
Yeah, is
that's
there a
just how I
clear
see it,
lead
but it's a
character?
good way of presenting it.
Character here, or is there multiple lead characters? Or
It's absolutely Jonathan's story for sure. We have people that are very important to him that he interacts with that may or may not continue throughout the rest of the journey. You don't know.
Don't want to spoil it. Yeah, as it says here in the
right.
description, Jonathan Reed was a man of order, loyal naval officer, devoted husband, father, seeker of God's design. The sea took everything from him. So that leaves me in suspense. The sea took everything from him. What does that mean? You know, and I can't wait to dissect that and read into it. And those, I just have to say too, good work on Eric. Those are beautiful covers right there. Phenomenal work. The artwork is just stunning, and I'm sure the story alongside it. And two, I think it's what, like 144 pages. It's
140, yeah.
That's
a meaty
substantial.
book.
That's thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a 20-page comic. That's a book.
Yeah, we want to, just because like we actually got this done pretty quickly. Apparently, like as far as things go, we were able to get the job done pretty quick. But we don't really want 5 years in between each book. You know what I mean? So,
Right. Yeah, because you may. I mean, that's a way to really kind of tick your fans off. You know, like you don't want to pull the
Keep it fresh in everyone's minds.
Right.
You don't want to pull the Game of Thrones waiting 2 decades for the summation of the story. And
we want people in the universe and thinking about it and stoked on it and ready for the next one. So hopefully, if we can sell enough books and we can fund the second project, we'll just keep this thing going. I think Jay needs a break.
Yeah, it's been Achromatic Chronicles 1 and 2, and
a
lot of stuff going on. So, guys, 100%. We've got the links in the description. Mods are dropping it in the chat. Definitely check it out because I've ordered mine. A lot of us on the panel have as well.
Yep, got it all first day.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get it.
It's refreshing to see like a lead character in a story, like sort of simplified a little bit more, bring it back to old school, storytelling, because all the new stuff is just like ensemble this and ensemble that. I'm like, I don't like any of these characters.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
that's part of the problem. Is I think people are afraid to do a character specific story because it's kind of difficult, or you have to. It's not difficult. It's really not difficult. You have to make them interesting.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to subvert the old style of storytelling, or the hero story or whatever.
Yeah, hero's journey is always going to be classic.
Toxic masculinity.
I've gathered, exactly. They go, toxic masculinity, a hero. Everything has to be anti-hero, and every villain is sympathetic. So it's this gray morality, and I just hate that. There are no heroes. Good and evil. Exactly.
The villain is the good guy, and typically the hero. You thought this guy was great. Let's show you all the reasons why that guy wasn't so great. And I mean, I know the
Last Jedi. Anybody?
I mean, I know the thing, never meet your heroes, is a trope and a meme and whatnot, but you know what? Growing up, I liked having characters who was just like, hey, that's a good guy. I want to be more like him.
100%.
And now it's like,
100%.
There are no good guys. You don't want to be like anybody. Just do whatever you want, whenever you want. It's like, no, I have values, actually. Sorry.
Well, it's just like the old meme that we all see, when you're a boy, you look at Batman and don't say, I want Batman to be more like me. You say, I want to be like Batman when I grow up. I want to be a tough guy that beats up bad guys and protects the innocent. That's the way it should be. And
another
heroes to look up to.
Another bad trend we're seeing is the lead character is a useless piece of shit, and his only reason he's ever able to do anything is because of some female character or some shit like that.
Is Indiana Jones. What was it? 5, the most recent one.
Yeah. That's the reason this book exists.
Jay told us. That's a big inspiration.
Pisses me off.
So you can all actually thank Kathleen Kennedy for Daughter's Revenge. It will be the best project she's ever.
Kathleen Kennedy is the daughter.
Really?
No, actually, I was going to say, considering the timing, she wanted to go out on a win, and she went out right about the time you launched the book. So congratulations for getting rid of Kathleen.
Good job, KK.
Man, oh man! I just wanted to ask you about this too, Xwing.
Yes.
You forged the swords. I believe it was 6 in total. I believe you guys already sold, but you went through several. As it goes with forging,
It was a
you had a few
process.
hiccups. You want to share us just a little bit of the insight on that process of the sword making?
Yeah. So I'm probably not going to do this again.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Okay.
Shit. All
I
right.
am
Darn it.
probably not going to do this again. I think in my head, this sounded like, I mean, it is. It's cool. It's like
Sounded
it
like a
sounded really
slam
cool.
dunk, huh?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like this
it-
is awesome,
it's very
man.
cool.
People are gonna love this, and blacksmithing has been such a huge part of my life. It's how I met my wife.
Really?
Oh, that's
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I want to hear that story.
So I had
I
actually,
get a
If you want to
sword.
share.
I gotten out of a horrible relationship with an absolutely awful woman. Wound up raising a kid that wasn't my kid for about 4 years. Didn't find out until 4 years later, and then immediately it was like separations and paternity tests and blah blah blah. It was awful. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to. I've always wanted to forge. I'm going to go forge.
Yep.
So I found this place called Infinity Forge in Reno and started forging and was really enjoying myself. There's this huge dude named Rick. He's like a freaking mountain. He and I kind of struck up a bond and started forging together and talking about making knives and things like that. And one day his wife came in and wanted to videotape Rick working in the forge. His wife loved me and was like, you have to meet our daughter. You've got to meet our daughter. And I'm like, I have zero interest in meeting your daughter right now. Like, if there's one thing I don't need in my life right now, it's women. Trust me. So anyways, we got coerced into going on a taco date, and that was it. We were inseparable. Yeah. Immediately after that.
I love it.
Wow.
Yeah. We've been together for quite a while now. I have a beautiful little baby daughter.
Very nice.
Praise God, honestly. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to be all sappy
That's
about
a
it, but
redemption arc right there.
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah.
That's
It's gonna be a little intimidating. You said giant forged father,
yeah.
So he's a PRCA cowboy. He's probably about I don't know what he is, like 6'4", like 280, pretty large dude. He was a bulldogger in rodeo. I don't know if you know what that is.
Really?
Yeah, where you jump off the horse and wrestle the steer to the ground.
Oh my gosh.
okay.
All right. So that dude's
Right.
built like tank,
Yeah,
I bet.
he's a brick shit house. Yeah. So he was very kind in letting me use. I mean, we've been forging in this forge together since I've been, with my wife. But he was like, "Yeah, screw it, let's give it a shot." He hadn't made swords before. I hadn't made swords before. We'd made a lot of knives together, but I was like, "Yeah, let's give it a shot." So we made the first 6. And I was like, I think I don't like this. In my head, it looked really cool. I was trying to think of doing like a cutlass, but mixed with like an English officer's like ceremonial blade almost.
Right.
So it was meant to be a little bit more elegant. You know what I mean? And I get done with it, and I'm like, these are shit. I don't like these. And Rick's like, seriously? I'm like, yeah, we're throwing them away. We're starting back over.
Really?
Yeah. So we started back over and did another set of 6. Got a little closer on the design, and then started messing with the heat treating. And we found out, I think we were using Parks 50 on the quench. It wasn't hardening the way we needed it to. One of them cracked down the middle. Another one didn't get quite hard enough that we wanted for the blade. So it was like, all right, those ones are out the door. Let's start again. So we made another batch, but I think we made like 7 in that batch just to have like an extra one, like 2 or 3 extra ones.
Right.
And that's where we wound up with the ones that we have today. 2 of them are kind of very much that style that you see in the picture, much more saber-esque. And then the other 4 are really cool. I almost did like a recurve shape on them. They're hackers, big time hackers.
So almost like a Persian flare, kind of. If just like roughly.
Very understated recurve.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So how much? Just like an estimation, ballpark. How much time is put in, approximately? Like on
People keep asking me that, and I'm sure I'm giving them wrong numbers. I have no idea. I mean,
probably
it was
sub-blends together. Yeah.
Yeah. It just depends. Like when it comes to the final 6, it's different than the other 6, and yada yada yada.
Okay. Yeah.
But I mean, it took a year and a half to get the whole thing done and done.
Wow.
Yeah, you have to keep in mind when you throw out, like in manufacturing, when you throw out stuff, that counts as time.
Yeah.
So,
True.
Yeah.
can't
True.
Well, that and it has to go with research into the design, because it's not like you came up with this in your head. You researched, and it wasn't willy-nilly how
Research
you
and
came to the
development.
design. There was a lot of time put into that as well.
Yeah. So I mean, everything counts, but I don't know. It took too long. That's what I would say. It definitely
I can
took
imagine.
too long. Yeah.
Yeah.
So between, you know, actually forging the blades and then grinding the blades, heat treating the blades, you know, making the wood handles, forging the guards for the blades, making the pommels, milling the pommels for the blade. There's a lot of work into it. I could do one of these blades in an afternoon. I can hand forge the blade in an afternoon, no problem. It's everything else that goes along with it, you know.
All while making a living and writing a book and
moving across the country
and
as well. Yeah.
It's been a long year, as they say.
It's I will not soon forget 2025. I can tell you that.
Man.
Well, hey,
you know,
thanks
big
for
time
sharing
respect.
that story because I love every aspect of that. That's great.
It is.
Wholesome. That should be
Yeah.
that's its own story right there.
That should be a book on its own, 100%. You know, and it's good to know that, you know, it's not a bunch of Hollywood, Silicon Valley type of people that are just making an empty AI prompted story. It's actually, you know, you, Jay, everyone involved have actually lived and know what it's like to kind of be in the shoes of the story that you're putting out.
It's actually
Good stuff.
quite the opposite, if anything. It feels like just blue collar American workers coming together, trying to make something that just about everybody can relate to. Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, sounds like you know your audience, so
It's
we'd love to see it.
not meant to be fancy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
good old fashioned. Let's have some fun with this stuff, you know?
100%.
Right. And that's what we need more of, honestly.
Yeah.
And it's like you're doing it the old way with real art, you know? So I like
Yeah. All encompassing. Well, dude, thank you for sharing that with us. That's
Yeah.
really inspiring, makes me even more excited to get my hands on the book, get it read. And it's great stuff. So yeah, Ronan's dropping the links in the chat. And guys, you better check it out. Highly, highly recommended. I can't wait to read it. So good stuff. We're going to circle back around to that as well. Unless anyone have any other questions on that subject while we're on it. We do have about 15 minutes left on the stream. Cornboy, you got anything to say or how you feeling?
Well, I mean, what was the inspiration for a pirate story to begin with? I mean, you guys have the Pirate Channel, the history of pirates, correct? So, did that have anything to do with it? Like always talking about it before this came about, or?
Yeah,
I mean-
100%. So obviously it already made sense because we're looking at a period of history where Jay and I already spent a lot of time there. You know, we know the people, where they were moving, what they were likely doing. And so there's a sense of familiarity with kind of that golden age, the late 17th century, early 18th century. And what's really cool about it is like it's one of the last times I think in human history where there was still some wonder left in the world. You know what I mean? You would hop on a wooden ship and you're like, am I going to fall off the end of the world? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? They didn't know.
Right.
And so there's a really cool aspect about that allows for growth and adventure and unknowns and things like that. So we wanted to kind of side saddle history, have things from the history of pirates that we love that we can kind of ride along with and we can experience as a reader. We can see those things happen in real time. But at the same time, we didn't want to do like 100% historically accurate because that's never going to be as fun. You know, you got to have the leeway to get out there and do some crazy stuff. So I think that's more probably leaning into book 2 and 3. But yeah.
Was there really an inspiration for the main character from history, or was it just like an amalgamation, or what do you think?
It's an amalgamation of a lot of different stuff for sure. But I think Jay always wanted to have his own Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
So actually, speaking of Indiana Jones, actually, because I remember you and Jay talked about how you watched Dial of Destiny. It was absolute shit show that you watched that, and then next thing you know, you started getting the inspiration for wanting to make Daughter's Revenge. Something I'm curious about, because you were talking about how you definitely studied a lot of the history, especially with like the golden age of piracy. How how much fantastical elements, shall we say, is in the series that you guys are like thinking of putting in? Because we know Indiana Jones has like its fair share of like fantasy in it and whatnot. Like, have you guys thought about putting some fantasy elements into a Daughter's Revenge as well, or?
100%. Yeah, I would like to, but the thing is, like, I'm very sensitive when it comes to fantasy stuff because I want it to be grounded. You know what I mean? I want it to feel real. I want it to feel believable. I want it to feel like it's something you can really bite into. And it becomes very easy, very quick to sprinkle too much a lot of stuff on there and just destroy the world. You can destroy the world
That's
because
true.
you're
No,
putting cheat codes in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, no, that makes sense.
That's
So-
kind of how I felt with Crystal Skull, even and afterwards. So
Yeah, it has a tendency to blow it up, and like I think Indiana Jones does a really good job of kind of going in through history and making it just believable enough. You know what I mean? Just believable enough that you can have fun with it, and I think that's kind of where we want to go. And then obviously, sprinkling in real religious artifacts, which could make it really, really fun. Have some really fun
that's pretty cool.
implications. But
It's pretty cool. Gonna have to keep an eye out for that as well. Yeah, like you said, walk that fine line because if it gets too fantastical, you can lose the reader. You can lose the reader. Some people do get carried away. If it's historical fiction, that's what it should be. Historical fiction. If you lean too heavy, it's like, what are you doing here?
If you get rid of the mystery, it's like, why am I like? What's the point now, right?
Right.
So it's like, I'm not even interested anymore. I know what happened, so I'm trying to watch something else.
Yeah,
100%.
I, for one, am looking forward to the scene when they go and they get the actual crown of thorns from Notre Dame. It'll be great.
Yeah. Yep.
That'll be cool.
Looking forward to the Shroud of Turin and all the other.
Oh yeah, he's just going to be drinking out of the chalice, 100% Holy Grail in it. You know,
will he get the questions right? Yeah,
and then we'll have that shitty one-liner where he's like, "I thought you didn't drink," and he's got the Holy Grail, and he's like, "I do now."
I do now. Yeah.
Well, I must say that scene in Indiana Jones where all the faces melt off, that was totally real.
Yeah,
100%.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I believe it happened.
I was there.
I believe it did. I believe it did.
That was my uncle.
Well,
that was me when I moved to North Carolina.
When Kali Ma just rips the heart out of his chest just by putting his hand in.
He was just on vacation in India. That's
It's just another Saturday night in my neighborhood. So
Yeah. You know what? That's a good segue. You mentioned Kali Ma. We're talking about India. I think this is a good wrap up. We have just like
no.
10 minutes
I know
left
what
in
he's
the stream.
going to. It's fine.
Thank you.
We're going to transition subject. I don't want to say transition. Shift subjects a little bit.
Trigger word.
Yeah. We have to cover this real quick. And again, thank you so much, Xwing, for elaborating and informing us on this. We're going to get back to that again 100% on the outros. But I wanted to get everyone's opinions just in the last few minutes here. Vatla shared this. Do you want to fill everybody in on this? Because I really don't even know too much about it. This is an article you sent me, Vatla, from The Guardian. Tell us, man, what this is about.
I will first. Well, I'll first credit where I got it from, which was Sargon of Akkad made a video on this, and this was the back half of one of those videos. So this was not original, but I literally had his video playing. I was cleaning the house today because my weekend is Sunday, Monday. So I was cleaning the house today, and he brought this up, and he had this article on the screen, and I was like, "Nah, there's no way this shit is real. It's real." And what I've told to them, because we did discuss this backstage, we discussed a lot of the stuff we're going over here. This is the type of shit that breaks society.
It is.
Britons love saying thank you. You should love saying thank you. Honestly, people need to be more thankful. That's what helps create a polite and
an attitude of gratitude.
It's Cole Hauser, I believe you brought it up earlier, of the dissolution of the nuclear family. This is another step in that. But this is worse in the fact that this is the dissolution of society to where they don't want to thank people.
So it makes perfect sense now why the Indian dude upstairs, when I say hello, he just looks at something else.
Yeah,
so
you got to say
and that's the thing.
Who's the author here, Vatla? Mind you, this is a lady. We say Sanjita Pillai, whatever.
I can't pronounce that.
Sanjita
Pill AI is more maybe
Sanjita Pill AI. And she wants to ban the phrase "thank you."
Seriously.
She wants to ban it.
But even if it's not banned, even if it's just a reduction in saying that, there are a few tests that people have came up with to like generally test people's character. The shopping
Returning
cart
the
one's popular. Yeah,
Right.
no one's going to come at you. The one I generally try to use is how do you treat people who have little or no recourse to you? And that's normally blue collar workers. They don't have a lot of recourse.
Especially bartenders and servers. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you look at me in a restaurant, anywhere where they're handling my food, anywhere where they're bringing me anything, I will thank them out of the general principle that, hey, I recognize your job.
Somebody
is a
brags your
little shitty.
grogroceries, you thank them.
If you're providing me a service, but it goes beyond that.
This
If-
poop
if-
chucker is trying to he's trying to destroy civilization, man. Like
All of it
Yeah,
is just simple common courtesy. That's all that it is. But for some reason,
is.
these people are just basically saying, "Oh no, you don't need to do common courtesy. This is just the lifestyle that you expected to basically go forward with."
Well, common
Do what you
courtesy's
do.
gone out the window.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot.
the article, she's
Thanks,
sitting there
DEI.
thanking people is for like distant relationships.
Yeah.
Like you don't thank
If
your
you-
family even. I thank my mother
That's
anytime she makes me something home cooked.
Yes.
Because that shit is rare once you get to a certain age. I thank my brothers and sisters whenever I hear from them or hear from my nieces and nephews, all that shit.
Yep.
And it goes beyond that to where they want society to be, it's not necessarily an island, but they want it to be a society of strangers. And the purpose of that is so that there's no grouping up, there's no mass, because if there's no mass and then there's certainly no protesting, there's certainly no getting away from fucking
I
Big
think
Brother at that point.
I think Anthony nailed it in the chat.
Damn
he says,
right,
yes, it's
Anthony.
ideological subversion, attempting to trick people into destroying their
They don't,
society.
they
Exactly.
don't want ape together strong.
But from
Exactly
the
right.
article
They want us
itself
separated.
that you're referencing, that law, one of the examples was, and I'm quoting, I have the article up here.
Oh,
the
the
passive
driver?
aggressive thank you when you have forgotten to do something minor, such as holding a door open for someone, blah, 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 blah. It is the least genuinely thankful thank you in the world. It is meant to shame you in public. No, it's not.
No, it's
Like,
not.
like what are you talking about?
I generally don't know if this author is a useful idiot or a subversive, because it's
I think
one
it's
of the
subversive.
fucking
it's
two.
culture. It's culture too. Like I said, like certain cultures just don't do this for each other.
It's
You
true.
know?
And
Well,
that's why they
like you
fling
said.
poo.
It's
I'll
not
give you-
yeah, it's poop chugging.
I'll give you a good example. The other day when I was driving, and it's brutal cold, guy let me in, literally roll down, put down my window, wave.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's what you do.
Every
The
I-
always the
something I
one hand
always
wave
do.
on the steering wheel.
Even in the middle
Yeah.
of the blizzard.
Yeah.
Cole Hauser's out there thanking people.
Called civilization.
This person's still mad about a poo. I think that's what it is.
I think you're right.
What's the
That's
most
quite
famous
possible.
line in Simpsons, right? Thank you.
Yeah.
Come again.
Come again.
Come again. Come again.
Well,
And,
another
uh,
example was the automatic thank you reflex that defies all logic. If someone bumps into me on a crowded bus, I automatically say thank you. Clearly, I'm completely British now. I'm not British, so I don't know if that's a thing, but I don't even believe that's true. Like, what you would a human being says when someone bumps into you. Excuse me. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Cole Hauser, you're the closest thing to a Brit we have on the panel.
You do share their king. You do share their king.
he
Sorry.
is the subject of the
If
crown.
someone bumps
Yeah.
into you on a crowded bus or the tube, do you say thank you or do you say, oh, excuse me?
Well, no. If someone bumps into me, they when they see me, they go, "Oh, sorry," and I said, "Hey, no problem," because I know it's
Right, because he's 8 feet taller than they are and he's
Right.
looking down at the ant.
So-
Well, no,
bumped
no,
into him,
it's also sorry because he's Canadian.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's
No,
Canadian,
but
so
it happens all the
so it's
time. Where
story.
someone
But it's
bumps
not
into me.
thank you. You don't thank someone for bumping into you.
Yeah.
Bad
Yeah,
Bunny.
I don't say
That's
thank
right.
you. I
Accident.
don't think I've ever said thank you.
I've said
Like,
like
even
things
yes-
accidentally, sure.
Even
yeah.
yesterday, because we had our toy show that we did. I bumped into a lady. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, no problem. Right?
It's just what you do.
That's
Yeah.
what. Yeah, exactly.
Basic kindness. And like Mark said in the chat, and we just got to end it with this, is leftism is selfish. That's what happened to polite society. Exactly right. They killed chivalry, feminism, garbage, selfish mentality. And just to quickly change,
Narcissists.
Lex, you posted this on X. We have 4 more memes to look at.
Oh my god.
Just to elaborate, moving on from that. And then speaking
I
of
knew you was a
Indian
furry.
culture, we're going to show this just for a moment. We've all seen it. Got to share it. Speaking of the Indian culture, this is white guys mimicking.
I love these
Indian
dudes.
street food. I love them. I love them.
In fairness to Ronan, if they got me that headset, I'd wear it if they're buying it for me.
It's true. Yo, Hoodie, what's up? So, good stuff. Look at that. I mean, this is authentic Indian street food right here. Doesn't
The
get any better
plastic
than
isn't
that.
melting into the food yet, so it's not
That's
authentic.
true. Gotta cut some shreds off. Gotta cut some shreds off. Got the fireman's axe with the lettuce. Authentic right there. Authentic. Background noise perfect.
It's not
who in
it's
the
not
background is
fully
just
authentic
gibbering.
unless they actually start putting their feet into it. Then it'll be
Well,
very
just wait.
authentic.
Just wait, Ronan. Just wait.
Careful what you wish for.
What they're adding in the container, I don't know. I don't
It's not
know.
in the container.
True. So, got the jelly. Gonna add some. making some
Man,
purple
put that
drink.
jelly in there.
No. Pretty crazy stuff. Indian foot. Just wait. Just wait.
So
We gotta watch the
real,
whole thing.
too,
Guys,
dude.
check it, guys.
It's so real. I can't tell you how many of these I've seen.
It is. It's very realistic.
I love
That's the
how
scary part.
committed to the bit they are.
Yep.
Yes. You can see they're like kind of breaking a little bit, trying not to laugh, but they're doing a good job. Just wait. The background noise.
I know.
Background noise is great.
Is he taking a piss back there? Oh.
I don't know.
It's supposed to be
I
the
wouldn't be
great
surprised.
cooking, whatever they're.
This thing in the bucket he just poured.
Yeah, yeah.
This is just. There you go. Got the
Ice scraper.
Divided it up.
You're fucking good, dude.
Holy shit, bro.
Right
On
into
the newspaper.
Yep, right into the
Why
newspaper.
don't go to Bojangles?
Oh,
There we
God,
go.
Absolutely delicious.
That background music, that background yelling is perfect.
Music.
Was
I wouldn't call that
absolutely
music.
Perfect. Absolutely
what their
perfect.
music's
More
like.
things.
Who let Hoodie in
Wanted
here?
to show this. This was this is the first YouTuber I ever subscribed to, like 13, 14 years ago. Tobuscus, old school Minecraft YouTuber.
Back when he was 12.
Old school legend. Yeah, he's got millions of subs. So he posted this. He said the title is My Commercial for the Super Bowl tomorrow. So this is Tobuscus's, Toby Turner's Super Bowl commercial. I think it's better than anything. Even beat TPUSA. So let's look at this. Oh, got to get that audio. 1 second. Let's start it.
What have you done?
All right.
Space. Get your horse up that ladder, soldier! The Crusades were awesome. Don't be gay. The Crusades were awesome. Don't be gay.
Can't argue.
The Crusades were
I'm sending this to all my freak friends. They will love it.
Please do that.
The Crusades
Hey, it's full.
were awesome. Don't be gay.
Isaac, you need to send this to me immediately.
I will. I watched this like 18 times.
Ronan, this is your new
Ronan has
channel for every
a new theme song.
Yeah.
Yep. Put this at the front of your screen. man.
Don't be gay.
You can edit that part out, Ronan. Okay.
Grok.
That should have won the $1 million.
That's
Grammy Award.
Round of applause.
Absolutely
Tobuscus
wonderful.
is a legend. So
Yes,
shout out to him
Volt.
for making that. One of the best. As
That
Christ
is funny.
wills it. Yes. Couldn't agree more. John Ambler, best commercial ever. I fully agree. I've watched that like 18 times. So
believe that.
Lex, I have that saved. I will send that to you. One last meme. There's a reason I saved it till the end though.
Oh.
So this
Tucker.
man
Get
is
us kicked
my
off of YouTube.
this man is my spirit animal, and after this, we're gonna hit some outros. So, this gentleman right here was asked, "What do you think we should do with the ICE protesters and
Oh
the illegals?"
shit! I can
This,
read
I think
two
this
words
gentleman
on there.
here, this gentleman here, maybe
Oh,
extra
no.
chromosome endowed, maybe.
Here we go.
But
The bonus
we don't judge.
chromosome, we call
don't
that.
judge.
He's got the bonus.
I'm with them over there.
Yeah. What's your formal comment about ICE?
My formal comment about ICE is that the ICE should gas the immigrants. They should send them to the gas chambers.
Really good mic quality.
I'm with them.
One more time. We're got one more time in case you missed it.
Over
Like the
there.
mic quality.
What's your formal comment about ICE?
My formal comment about ICE is that the ICE should gas the immigrants. They should send them to the gas chambers.
That's my spirit animal right there. So love that guy. Extra chromosomes, no problem.
He doesn't
Could
give
you
a
not see the sign beforehand? Did you all not
don't
know
give a
where
shit.
that was going?
You're not monetized.
Wow.
As
You knew
just
it was
get
coming.
Almost. Almost. We're almost there. A few hundred watch hours away. But
He's like,
You're
man,
the
I
hell,
thought
you
the
can't."
sign was like pretty evident.
Self-explanatory.
I would say,
I
like
didn't
Tomac
see
said,
the.
let him
I
cook.
saw gas and immigrants.
Let
and
him cook is
I
not the
knew.
right phrase.
I think it is
Hey,
the right phrase.
I
That
think
is
it is
so
the right
mock.
phrase.
That's 100% intentional.
It's a guess.
No, he means it. He means it.
Oh,
So, guys,
man.
again, thank you all for being here. We're going to catch up with the chat in a minute. But first off, Xwing, thank you for joining us, man. We're
Thank
going
you
to
for
do some
having me.
outros. Again, thanks, dude. Thanks for giving us some more insight. It was an honor. We got Eric, we got Jay. Now we got you. We got the full trio of Daughter's Revenge. So it's been an honor. Looking forward to reading the book. We will be reviewing it. Guys, you better click that link. Show some support.
I'm nervous, dude.
Yeah. Other
And I
than this,
can't
man,
wait to
we're-
get it signed. My first book signed by Xwing.
I hope we see you guys at MegaCon. I hope everyone's going. That should be a very fun day.
That'd
I
be
think
awesome.
everybody but Isaac
Nice.
and Magnum are going.
Next year. It will be 2027. Yes, I'll get it signed then. So,
Yeah.
man, best wishes on the campaign, too. Hope it keeps going up, and good stuff. So, where else, Xwing, other than Daughter's Revenge, where can people find you? Show some support. You'll be streaming? And,
Yeah,
doing some
you can
stuff?
just Xwing 5 on YouTube. I'm usually just playing games over there. I used to be a Star Wars YouTuber, like to the core. And then obviously everything that happened. There was a mass exodus from the channel. A bunch of people left, and we rebuilt. We rebuilt as a gaming channel. So we'll have some fun there. I'm thinking about getting back into the pop culture space if I can ever find time to actually sit down and edit videos. I would love to do that again. But yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Star Wars is at a really dead spot right now. So hate to see it. I'm an OG fan myself. So it's but we have been doing shout out Cole Hauser. We're gonna get to your outro too. Cole Hauser, you've got a channel. You're almost at 500 subs.
Yep.
But also, what are we going to be doing tomorrow night? Speaking of Star Wars, you want to tell
So
people?
we've been doing basically called We Love the Prequels. So going back, talking about our love for the prequels, and then watching some of the new AI videos that have been coming out. They've been really, really good. So we're going to be on episode 3 coming tomorrow night. So Xwing, anytime you want to join, talk about some prequels.
You're doing episode 3 tomorrow.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
It's Tuesday night's main event.
We're doing
episode
3 of
episode
our
3 of the
show.
stream. Yes.
Oh, okay. You're not doing Revenge of the Sith.
Oh yeah, that's
No,
the best
we're
one.
going to be talking about all the prequels, but it's the third stream of doing so. Yeah.
Yeah, I could get in. I could get in for that. It brings me pain to talk about it, but it's also fun. You know,
I've disassociated. There's 6 Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Plus
Disney
the
never
EU.
happened.
6
Disney never happened.
or 7.
Clone Wars, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But guys, make sure you subscribe to Cole Hauser. You'll see me, a bunch of guys here.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Good stuff. What, like 7:30-ish tomorrow?
Yeah,
night?
7:30ish. So, but also
Awesome.
I want to. This Saturday is a big day for me because I got Heels versus Babyface as
Hell yeah.
Wow.
As
Right.
himself.
on my
Right.
channel on Saturday
Ooh,
morning at
shouty
11
man.
a.m. We're going to
Some
be
Transformers
talking
talk?
Transformers, GI Joe. So it's going to be
Awesome.
a pretty cool screen, and also looking forward to seeing Xwing and everyone else at MegaCon. We're going to have some fun times. So.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Heck yeah.
Good stuff, man. So, guys, go show Cole some support. And Magnum, as always, thank you, dude, for joining us. Tell people where they can follow you and what you're going to be up to.
I'm on X. I just had a big nuclear bomb go off in my head yesterday. So basically, I decided what I'm going to do. I'm actually looking for a piece of property where within 2 hours from my place where I'm going to set up my own gun range. And then I'm
All right.
And then I'm gonna film my gun to videos and to fuel my channel.
Hell yeah!
And then I'm
Very
gonna
nice.
make like synthwave 80s beats for the background and shit. So this is
Hell,
like
I
a
like
big
all
deal.
of this.
This is like
Dude,
a
I'm already liking the sound
We'll
of
be
it.
This is a
backing
big
you as
deal.
much as we can on that.
It's a big deal
Keep us
because
updated.
this is like tens of thousands of dollars of investment. So like this is a major fucking choice of mine. So
Yeah. Dude, keep us
I'm all
updated
in.
because that's
I'm all in.
based as hell. Keep
I've
us
already
updated.
I've already contacted a trademark attorney and everything. So like, yeah, it's
Awesome.
it's going
Very
forward.
nice.
Hell
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
dude.
We'll
Keep
look
us
forward to
updated.
the progress
Got our
on
full
that.
support on that. We need more
Awesome.
of that. So love to see it. And Ronan, as always, we're gonna pull up while you're doing your outro. I'm gonna pull up that meme you sent me. We'll pair them up. You want to
Okay,
tell the
all right,
people
no
where you're
problem.
gonna be?
Yes. So underneath my name, as usual, I got a link tree where you got my various links. I got a YouTube, which is Ronan the Crusader. I got a Kick, which is Ronan the Crusader. I got an X, which is Ronan_Crusader7. A little different there. But yes, tomorrow I'll be on Cole Hauser's channel. We'll be doing the Our Love for the Prequels stream like we do. We're talking about Star Wars, as always, talking about the new AI stuff, which has more soul to it than all that Disney
Indeed it
crap
does.
that's coming out. Anyways, I'll also be on my own channel throughout the week streaming Claire Obscure Expedition 33 and the OG Fallout as well, which now that Fallout Season 2 is over, that's a nice refresher in comparison. But anyways, you can also find me on the GCA Discord. You can also find me on the For the Homies Discord, and you can find me on Sunday with the homies doing Matinee with the Homies, where we talk about movies. This whole month, since it's Black History Month, I think actually this week is a special one. We're not doing any Black History style films. We're just doing romance films for one of the guys there because I guess he's a
Alrighty,
bit of
wow.
a fig. Yeah, interesting.
Valentine's Day movie. Huh?
Wow.
Okay.
Speaking of,
I can figure out which
Are there-
one that is.
Are there black romance films? I don't.
Yeah, Boys in the
I'm
Hood.
sure Medea made one.
Cole Hauser, I was going to say Blaze Battles.
So Ronan, we're just gonna show this during your outro.
Oh,
You
sure.
sent me this. You want to fill the people in on? I'm gonna zoom in first with this. Just very quickly analysis. What do you want to tell the people about this meme?
Yeah, so the Washington Post basically, is talking about the Super Bowl halftime that they had, saying that it's wholesome, traditional, all that BS. Then you got this absolute Chad here, known as Foundering, where if you guys know about him or don't know about him, let me refresh your minds. He's recently getting popular on X because he finds a lot of old ragtime music that has a very specific title in them.
Politically incorrect.
Tell us some of the
Yeah.
title.
Yes.
Tell us some of the titles.
One of them is
People who annoy you.
that old dang neighbor ball, and in this case he's like, you disgust me, and I play 19th century neighbor music.
Is it the same guy I sent you,
we-
Isaac, on YouTube?
It is. Yes,
Okay.
it is. The gentleman with the piano. Gentleman with
Yes,
the piano.
that's
Yes.
the gentleman. That's the gentleman.
I was going to say, if we're going to me next, I'll go ahead and plug it. We played it on I Swear It's Not Hentai
did?
yesterday. Whole song.
My goodness. So you want to plug that real quick, Vatla? Hit that outro.
Yeah.
If you have to say it.
But,
Wow.
yeah. No, yeah. It's vagabonds. What are they going to do to him?
Right.
Call them racist. Good luck with that. But I am Vatlaw. You can find me on Twitter at right here. You can also find me on the GCA Discord and Vagabonds. I swear it's not degeneracy, hentai, otaku, regional airport, hair care, entire center Discord. Because that name of that Discord is just so long. But it's a good place there. We got a nice place where you can swear it is hentai in the Discord. But you can catch me there Sunday nights, 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific for I Swear It's Not Hentai, where we cover everything kind of related into the Orient area, and then wherever the stream just happens to careen off the rails into, we do that as well. Also back here every Monday at 7:30, and a week from Friday, on February 20th, I will be on the Drink Up podcast.
Ooh,
Awesome.
hell yeah, very nice.
Those are great guys. I'll be back on
Hail
there too.
Jeff
Coming
up north.
Yes,
Shout
sir.
out.
Great
to
guys
those
right
boys
there.
that
Love
are-
to see it. Support those guys. And Lex, where can people find you, Cousin Trouble?
Please don't. But if you must, and you cannot help yourself, you can come find me ranting about theology on Twitter. If you want my opinions on non-theology things, you're in the right space. You can come find me in all of the chats that you probably are already in. You can find me on this show every Monday. You can find me on Cole Hauser's show tomorrow. You can find me on Horny Elf's. I promise his show is not at all what his name would imply. Where we play, we're playing through the that new Pandora game, Avatar game. Beautiful game.
really? Okay.
Graphics
Frontiers.
beautiful.
Oh.
Graphics are beautiful. Plotline is totally vapid. It represents the films quite well. On Wednesdays he's educating me on movies and films and shows that I have missed. Currently, we're watching through Night of the Seven Kingdoms every Wednesday night in his Discord. Just live.
Loving that show so much.
It's great.
dude.
I
It's
love it.
awesome.
I didn't watch any of the other Game of Thrones flavored things because I think Game of Thrones is all a bunch of degen nonsense. But this show is wholesome and I like it.
I like it
We've also
so
been
much more
watching
than any
This is
other
the
one.
beginning of episode 2.
Masters of the Air. We've been watching Masters of the Air, which is like Band of Brothers, but like in the sky, Air Force stuff. So that's really cool. And then on Sundays, you can find me on Malty's show. It's absolute chaos. And if you want the vibe of going and chilling with some bros at the bar and just seeing what happens, that's the show for you. There you go.
100%. And also wanted to mention, too, what Hoodie mentioned. In the GCA Discord, you can find a bunch of us playing Battlefront 2 with Kyber mods as well. So if you want to do that, go to Hoodie's Discord, the GCA Discord, and you'll find us there. But also, one of the people you'll find there is Cornboy. And give people your outro, and tell people where they can support you and find you.
Well, yeah, if you want, you can subscribe to me at my YouTube channel right there. I'll be playing Mario Kart whenever people in the Geeks and Gamers sphere play Mario Kart, and hopefully not offend them too much. But yeah, apparently Jay wants to play every Friday, and Xwing, I hope you can join Jay's stream some Fridays for Mario Kart.
That'd be cool.
That'd be awesome.
We're starting a new podcast on my channel.
Ooh.
I'm very excited about it. It's a total what's the word I'm looking for? Rage bait?
Oh.
All
Maybe
right.
not
I'm
rage
intrigued.
bait.
I was gonna say we're breaking news, man.
Yeah,
I haven't heard
like,
about this.
shit posting, rage baiting, I guess. It's called the
okay.
DCC, the Don't Click Cast.
I like this.
All right. All right.
Dude, I'm looking forward to that.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Awesome.
What's it about?
That's a great question. We're gonna find out.
Yeah. Dude, we'll be excited. And,
Yeah.
definitely be tuning into that. That's awesome. And also, shout out Cornboy. You hit 100 subs this week. So, guys,
Hooray.
better be over. Subscribe to Cornboy. You upload your first short this week as well. So, guys, go check that out. Some funny stuff. Watching Epic Mike rage a little bit during Mario Kart thanks to Cornboy. So, as always, we're going to raid into Off the Hip with ABF. Click that link in the chat. Tell them we sent you. Give them a Golden Age raid. We're going in a little late, but that's all right. So, guys, thank you again for joining us. Thank you to my panelists, my co-hosts, Xwing. Everybody, thank you everybody in the chat. And again, thank you Raider for the 10
Get that book.
gifted
Get
subs
it.
over on Kick. Thank you. And get the book.
Yeah.
Order Daughter's Revenge.
Order
Check
it
it out.
now.
So guys, we'll catch
Do
you
it
same
now.
time, same